I'm super sorry for this not being a part 2 to the SMP, but school started, and when I'm getting home from school, Lectus has to go to bed. But next week, I promise you, there will be more content from the SMP, but make sure to enjoy the video! Now today is going to be sort of like a Technoblade type video. I have quite a few stories that I want to share. None of them are long enough to be in a video by themselves, but they are definitely very funny stories. I'm actually in 8th grade right now. I'm turning 14 like next month. So I guess that's pretty cool, but something very embarrassing happened on my first day of school. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just like a, oh, come here, I need your strength. I need your strength. I need your strength. Okay, thank you. Anybody else want to die? Yes, you do. What? What? Did he have a pearl? Oh my god. Okay, he has a bow. He has a bow. It's like I was saying, yesterday was my first day of school, and it cannot have gone worse. The day started off pretty normal, you know, all my classes have just been starting. Until we got to, I think it was 9th period. I have 10 periods in my school, so it just so happened. So it just so happened that it was my second to last period of the day. It was like really close to the end of class, so I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm just like, you know, I want to leave. You know how it is, like just not wanting to be at school any longer. I'm like staring at the clock, right? And I did not realize this at the time. In the same direction as the clock. Oh shit, he has strength. Please! So I'm staring at the clock, and what I did not realize is in the same direction as the clock was, and I shit you not, my kindergarten girlfriend. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Okay, well, I mean, that's not that bad. It's just like, you know, everybody had one of those. It's not that awkward. But, see, it got awkward, because she thought I was staring at her. Now, keep in mind, I'm supposed to wear glasses even though I don't, but I'm supposed to, so my vision isn't the greatest. So, I'm just looking, and I don't realize that she thought I was looking at her at first. And then I go to look away and I see somebody staring at me laughing. So I obviously look, and then it's like super embarrassing because then she bursts out laughing. It was a very bad day, man. It was okay, you have a lot of help. It was a very bad day, and it was just, oh, that made just, because everybody looked at me in such like a what the fuck, man. And I'm just like, I swear, it wasn't my intentions. It was just bad timing. But I guess it don't matter. Oh, okay, you are one stacked man. You are. But yeah, that's one out of quite a few stories I have to share, and especially about school too. Like, a lot of them are from school. Help! Give me your strength! Give me your strength! I need it! Get swung off a cliff. What? I boosted him? Oh, that's like an 8-block jump. How did I boost that? Okay. Are you kidding me? Ah! No! He has knockback 1,000,000! Oh my god! Get down! Oh! Oh, refill. Refill, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for refill. Refill. I love you. Refill. Fire res. Poison is pretty much useless. Sharpness 1. Bow. We have diamond. I feel like it wouldn't be an oblivious video if I didn't brag about the fact that I'm still alive. So, we're gonna brag about the fact that I'm still alive. And let me get. Oh! Why was he just sitting there? No! Oh! No! Let me brag about the fact that I'm still alive and explain the story on how I almost died, alright? I was like 10 at this time, I guess you could say. I'm pretty sure. Definitely overreacted to this so much, and it wouldn't have been such a big deal if I was... It wouldn't have been such a big deal if I was any older. I mean, it might be. That's really up for you guys to decide. Me, my mom, and my cousin decided that we were going to be going to a water park, you know, because why not? Fun thing to do with the family, and it was like summer. We finally arrived to this water park, especially because I live in northern Pennsylvania, so there was like no beaches here. There's like no bodies of water and like nowhere to, I guess, have fun. One of the things I love to do most is swimming and playing in water. So we get there, you know, it's going pretty normal. It's just like, I've been to a water park before, but I guess it's pretty fun. And then, oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh my god, I'm like dream. Oh my god, I'm like dream. No! When it comes to any body of water, I just prefer waves because you get to jump them. I guess it's satisfying because it's just satisfying to... Who is that? Hello?
I can carry you.
Because I said it can't be... Informality, I need you to carry me, please! Now, we both know, right? And we both know Informality called me, and I definitely did not DM him to carry me. Informality. Have you watched my video yet?
Which one?
My, Minecraft one.
Oh, that was bad. That's a bad video. Shit.
The fuck? It wasn't bad. Alright, so I get into the wave pool, and before I continue, I feel like I should say, my mom was pregnant at the time, so she could not get into the wave pool with me, and the seating areas were quite far away. So she did come and visit me, like make sure I was okay, like every 5 minutes, but yeah, don't put the blame on her, blah blah blah, whatever. So, I continue to get in, and everything is going very normal at first. Nothing's going wrong. But I'm in the shallow end, so I continue to go into the deeper end, and everything's still going quite normal. Until I get, I mean, this is still normal, but I get knocked down, I go under, which it's normal. That's like the whole fun in it. But then I get knocked down as soon as I come back up, which that part is not that normal. I'm, you know, reaching for a last effort because I'm only drifting closer and closer to wherever the waves are biggest. And then I feel something. I feel like a hand or a leg. So I grab onto it, not caring if it's just like this random person that I just grabbed onto. I didn't care. I was just like, okay, if I can just pull myself up. And so I then pull on, I grab it. It takes me a few tries, but I grab it. At this point, I'm like inhaling water almost. But I grab it and I pull up on it, and it pulls me back. So I'm like, oh my god, it's a fucking hand. There is no way it's a hand. Like, my luck, I mean, that's really good luck, and that is not my normal luck. But it was a hand. It was actually my cousin. It was actually my cousin's hand who noticed me just not doing well. And he knew how to swim better than I did. So I reach on him, he pulls me up, and I finally get my first breath. And then I go back under again. Thankfully, I did get pulled up to the point where I was completely safe, though. I was completely fine. I actually was able to breathe again. And that's the end of that story. I go and tell my mom about it, and she doesn't believe me because I'm like, 10 years old, and I'm just saying that I almost drowned. But this last story, okay? This last story is so embarrassing. Oh my god. So, I wouldn't say I'm the ugliest person in the world, but at the same time, I wouldn't say that I am the most hot person in the world, okay? It was near the last week of school, and I really liked this girl, okay? And, I didn't have the best of luck with women. I'm debating whether or not I should be like, hey, wanna go out with me or something? I don't know. I was really cringy at the time. I matured a lot over, like, that summer, exactly. Like, a lot. But, I'm, like, debating. I'm like, should I say it? Or should I not? And then, I decide that I'm not going to say it. But then, I decide that I am going to... Okay, so, I'm proud of my 6th grade self, but not my 5th grade self. But yeah, I end up telling myself I'm gonna do it. And anybody in the 5th grade looking advice, do the opposite of this right here. I end up going to my mom for advice. Now that is bad in itself. But then my mom tells me to dress up and do it. So I dress up, pussy out, and then everybody... What the what? And then everybody just now thinks that I am dressed up for no reason. Everybody's just sitting there like, why are you dressed up? And I'm just like, no reason. But then, I'm like, but I like this girl. How am I going to let her know? I settled on letting one of my friends tell her that I like her. I tell my friend to tell her that I liked her on the last day of school. Every year of school, I skipped the last day of school. She ended up not giving him a response of any sort. And then I get told the notification, the news. I'm like, oh shit, I'm never gonna be able to show my face around school again. Like, I have to go back to school next year. What am I going to do? I completely forgot that I had to go back to school. I've actually had no interaction with that girl since, and I wish that was a lie, but it's just not. So it turns out that is actually all the time that I have today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It was a very funny video in my opinion. Oh god, that is quite a few people. Give me some suggestions about videos I should upload in the future and about what content I should do, and I'll make sure to check them. Bye-bye!